And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Sharp out there with Barry. And there's Bryant. And then it's Little General. And it's Bates in at the small forward. They've got Isley. James is out there with Speedy. Then there's Hodges. And it's Henry in at the 3 spot. Around mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
Here's Bates. Here's Sampson. Pass to Bates. Just 5 to shoot. And here is Bryant. Free throw line jump shot, and he hits the jumper for 2.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Speedy. Last game we saw him score 13. Here is Hodges. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside, James. Here's Henry. Defended by Sharp. Here's James. Buries it down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Bryant. First quarter, about 1.5 minutes in. Here's Sampson. A 3-pointer off the mark. James against Bryant. Hodges with a screen on Bryant. Here is Hodges. Back to James. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bottoms, he's checked in for Bryant.
What's up?
And that one misses. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Bernard. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Speedy. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Pass to Henry. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Isley. From deep, James. It's hauled in by Barry. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Bates. James defending. Bottoms, the pass to Sampson. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Here's Speedy. And it's Henry atop the key. Pass to James. Here is Hodges. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Barry.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Bates, good.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Basket counts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Barry. That one, no good. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now here's James. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Hodges the pass to Speedy. Pass to Isley. James with it. Got a hand on it. Here's Bernard. Last game we saw him score 13. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Bernard's got his second bucket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Hunter's checked in for Sharp. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Leonard the pass to Isley. Here's Speedy. The three ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Speedy's got 5.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Pass to Bates. Here's Bernard. James defending. Here's Bernard. He has 5. Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Hunter. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Hunter.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Hodges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line.
Your home team, Hodges. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Hodges. So both teams making some changes here. Good on both. Gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Bernard. Here's the 3. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bring it from their comfort zone so far. They're in this one, 57% from the field. Leonard with the ball. Still scoreless. They set the screen. Here's York. Rebounded by Livingston.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Bates passes to Bernard. Fires the 3. Oh, good on that one. Here's York. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Malone outside. Pass to York. And here's Leonard. Here is Hodges, covered by Brand. Shot clock at 5. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Screen by Brand. Here's Bernard. 8 points for him. Here's Bates. It's hauled in by Hodges. Gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Malone, the pass to York. Pass to Hodges. Here's York. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Fleming is out there with red hot. Then there's Powell. Then it's Reed, and it's Henry in at the 3 spot. Sharp out there with Bottoms. And it's Pierce. Then there's Howard. And it's Estrada in at the 1 spot. Here's Fleming. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Henry. Here's Fleming. Powell with the screen. To the paint. And stolen by Sharp. There's the lob to Pierce. Howard dishes to Pierce.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Bottoms. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
And he makes the first. Howard hits them both. Here's Fleming. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Outside Leonard. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Fleming. Inside. Here's Finley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Bernard. He's covered by Leonard. To the inside, Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Pass to Henry. They set the pick. Top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Fleming. Six on the shot clock.
Estrada. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Leonard looking around. He takes it in. Off with the layup. Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A shot by Bernard, no good. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Fleming. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? There's a good screen. Pass to Livingston. Here's Sampson. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Powell. Pass to Speedy. Here's Isley. Nothing on the board. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Down low. Got a piece of it. Here's Sampson. Here's Livingston. He's covered by Leonard. A shot by Bernard. No good. And here is Todd. Pass to Speedy. Here's Isley. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Here's Sampson. Last game he had 12. Here's Bernard. Softly drops in the floater. Bernard's got 10 points in the game.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so here's the home team. 7-point differential.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Here's Sampson. A rebound by Isaac.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Look at some numbers for Miracle Man. Some impressive play from him over the last month. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him. But time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Well, 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Speedy. 5 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Speedy's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Bates passes to Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Sampson. To the middle. Here's Bates. Yep, that one goes.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And stolen by Sharp. Here's Bates. Last time out, he had 14 points. Bryant the pass to Sharp. Pass to Bates. Out to the right wing. Sampson's shot is off. Gone only 2 of 7 to the field since the second quarter got underway. Speedy the pass to Isley. 1:03 left in the first half. James up top, defended by Bryant. Isley, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Sampson, the pass to Sharp. Here's Sampson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Down low, here's Barry. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Speedy. 8 points for him. Two on the clock. No good at the rim. And the first half is now in the books. Leading by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. And this team has put on a show so far, guys.
Reminds me of my time with the Lakers, or the Heat, or the Orlando Magic, or Boston, or Phoenix, or even Cleveland.
What about those Magic when we swept you in the finals? Now that's what I call domination.
How did I know it was going to end up right there? And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the visiting team.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Bottoms.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Okay, time for an injury report.
I was just told that he did break some ribs, and as you can imagine, this is a very painful and annoying injury. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
James is out there with Speedy. Then there's Red Hot. Then it's Isley. And it's Hodges in at the center, filling out the middle. Miracle Man is out there with Sharp. And then it's Little General. And there's Bryant. And it's Barry in at the 5. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. And Bryant kicks to Sampson. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Leonard, the pass to Speedy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. 11 points for Speedy.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Sharp sets the pick for Bryant. Shoots over James. Bryant's shot is off. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Speedy. 11 points in the game. Out on his own on the break. Here's Bates. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bates has got 10.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Home team.
Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Well, you look at Speedy, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Inside, Isley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Isley's got 6.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Pass to Sampson. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Sampson's got his second basket of the night. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Leonard. Here's Speedy. There's the screen. Pass to Isley. Back to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 16 feet away. Speedy, no good. Being a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And yes, it's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Being at 50% in a decent groove. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 13. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Now Bryant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one misses. Here's Speedy. 13 points in the game. It's deflected. Driving in. Here's Bates. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Speedy. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. To the inside. Here's Isley. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your home team, Isley. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. A shot by Bernard, no good. Did really well, 54% from the floor. To the paint, here's Isley. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pierce feeling it out a bit. Sharp on the wing. Pass to Bates. Pierce with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Pierce has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Leonard. Fleming the pass to Isley. Out to the wing. Outside Leonard to the wing on the left. There's the lob to Pierce. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Fleming. Pierce covering. Pass to Isley. Over Sharp. Bank shot, no good.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Here's Bates. He's covered by Leonard. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sharp's got himself on the board with 3 there. Doing it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Fleming. Pierce covering. Pass to Fleming. Outside Leonard. Here's Fleming. Defended by Pierce. Just 4 to shoot. A shot by Isley, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Isley. Over Sharp. A shot by Isley, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Bernard. It's hauled in by Hodges. Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Trying to end the drought. And there's the nice layup by Leonard.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Outside Pierce. Pass to Barry. Now here's Sharp.
Old team foul. Leonard. 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul. At the line for the away team, Bates, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Mr. Clutch. Reed out there with Red Hot. Then there's Finley. And it's Todd in at the 2-guard spot. Here's York. Pass to Todd. Reed with it. Outside Leonard. And here is Todd. Here's York. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Livingston. York's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Burton. And he uses the glass on the layup. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Todd. Here's York. Lets it go from 11. That one misses. York's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Hunter, the pass to Burton. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Pass to Howard. Here's Burton. Now, here's Hunter. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's York. Down low, Finley. That one, no good. Good D by Howard. To the inside, here's Bernard. No good with the layup. Gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Inside, Finley can't get it to go. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good. Hunter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now, here's Tom. He's covered closely. Reed with it. Pass to Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Leonard hits them both. Here's Sampson. Pass to Barry. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Hodges. Second personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team. Barry. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Sharps checked in for Bottoms. That one is no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Here's Speedy, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Here's Sampson. Pass to Bryant. From downtown, Sampson's shot, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Speedy. Now here's James, defended by Bryant. James, the pass to Speedy. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to Bates. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul, second.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs
are willing to use draft assets.
First free throw is good. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. On the wing, James, defended by Bryant. James misses. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Bryant. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Speedy. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Pass to Barry. Now Sharp. Here's Sampson. Now Bryant. James defending. 5 on the clock. Going inside, and it's denied. The shot from the low post is good.
substitution on the court.
I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Screen by Brand to the middle, and then Brand with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Back to Leonard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's Bernard. He's covered by Leonard. For the three. Wells grabs the miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Towns with the steal. Pass to Bernard. From past the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Miracle Man.